Okay, so I know that I said I'm not really doing many estate sales lately, but I found one and it looks like it's got some really cute vintage stuff specifically. And there are actually a few things that I am on the search for. So I just pulled up. It is the last day, and not only the last day, but the last hour of the sale. So I don't necessarily have huge hopes that all the good stuff is left, but, maybe find some good deals.
It's the same old story being told inside my head. I'm too shy to straighten up my bones and be a man. I gotta tear this wall apart to let you in. My friends say the time's running out, so take the chance. Make a move, 'cause the store won't stay open till the end. Won't you tear my world apart? 'Cause I know I need a start to let you in. When it's over, I will see what I've done. Letting go too soon. Oh, I'll be stronger if you just step right in. 'Cause I need a start to let you in.
Okay, yeah, so there was not a lot left, definitely picked over, but I did get a wire brush for working on the house. I did also make an offer on this lamp. It's like one of those vintage like library lamps, like the little green ones. It was super cute, and I've always like kind of wanted one. They had it listed for 50, but the thing is, it's like I don't need it. I don't have a specific place for it. So I said, hey, I'm just going to throw $10 out there. If you guys will take 10, I'll take it home with me. And they thought about it and they were like, no, like they wanted at least 20. And to me, it just wasn't like right now, it's just not worth it because I don't need it. If I had a very specific spot for it, I think that's like a totally reasonable price for those. I know those go for quite a lot, but I just don't need it. So to me, it wasn't worth $20. Anyway, I think I'm actually going to meet my sister at the Goodwill outlet that does, like, we call it the bins. If you've never been to a Goodwill outlet, it's like they roll everything out in bins and you have a certain amount of time to dig through it, and then they roll everything back out and you pay usually by weight. So anyway, I'm going to meet her there next, so I figured we'd do that together too.
This time of the year, I can't stop asking why I'm struggling to stay. It's a mystery why I'm here. I guess I'm just too tired of fighting what you say.
Okay, so I didn't get a whole lot yesterday, but I thought it'd still be fun to do like a little haul. So in total, I spent $6 at both the estate sale and then at the Goodwill outlet. So start with, I already showed this, but this is what I got at the estate sale. It is just it's technically a rug brush, which I think it's pretty cute. I just always love like vintage type, so cute. But I'm actually just gonna use it for working on stucco on the house. There's like some sometimes I need to like brush off stuff really good, and this just feels like it'll work well, so give that a try. It was $1. And so at the bins, the Goodwill outlet, I did get, of course, a whole bunch of books, because if you followed me, you know I can never say no to books. These two are just for my nieces and nephews. They're little mangas. They love those, so just grab those. And this one I've actually wanted literally for years. It's been on my reading list for years. I've been really wanting to read it, and I just never, I always feel bad buying new books because I already have so many books that I still need to read, so I feel like I almost never buy new books, but it's been on my Amazon wish list for like birthdays and stuff, and I just haven't got it, but worked out well because I finally found it at the Goodwill. This has been on my list because I saw Susan Cain do her TED Talk years and years ago about, you know, the power of being an introvert and stuff like that, and I just, ever since then, I wanted to read her book, and so I'm really excited to read this, and this will probably jump in line ahead of a couple other books that I've been meaning to read, but I'm just really excited. If you've read this and you have thoughts on it, I would love to hear them. I know at this point this book is a couple years old, so a lot of people have read it. All right, and then this, I couldn't resist this. This is, I don't know, I thought it was so cool. So it is a vintage book, obviously. It is the American Woman's New Encyclopedia of Home Decorating. So this copy is from 1954. However, it was originally published in 1945, and then this was just like an updated edition. So I was just quickly flipping through it. One of the things I want to show is like, I'll get some good shots of it separately because you'll be able to see it better, but it has these little notches like an encyclopedia, so you can easily find different parts of the book, and so you can see that like it says like closets, bathrooms, dinettes, table decoration, and it actually is full of photos. I actually have been collecting vintage decorating books for a while now, and some of the quite older ones like 50s and 40s, there's very few pictures in it, but this one has tons of pictures, like just some color pictures, just really fun stuff. So I am really, I've already been kind of flipping through it, so I will definitely like add in plenty of good shots of this so that you can see some of the fun photos and stuff like that. And another thing that I do collect is vintage cookbooks too. So this is a classic one. A lot of people have this, is The Joy of Cooking. I think I might actually, I couldn't actually remember if I have one already, but there's a lot of different editions and stuff like that. So love the inside, all the joy, that's so cute. This copy seems to be, from what I can tell, from 1975. Anyway, just couldn't resist. There are a few notes in here too. An extra little recipe card. I was just recently thinking that I would love to update my kitchen open shelving, and I'd love to do like a little bit more of like a little section with vintage cookbooks on there. So I was excited for this because I feel like this will be really good on the kitchen shelves. Oh, and I found a beret, a little tan beret, which I'm excited for. I actually got a beret last year and I wore it a couple times, and I just think they're so cute. So I gotta wash this, but I'm excited for that. And all right, I know it's still summer, but I have many friends on Instagram who have already been posting fall content, and even though I do love summer, I can't resist. Fall is so cute, and I think, so this is a little light. It actually still has a battery in it. And I remember seeing, this one's from World Market. It says World Market on it, but last year I remember seeing Target, I think it was the Hearth and Hand line, had these, and I almost bought one because they were just so cute. They're like, they feel waxy. They're like, they almost look like a candle. I don't know if you can see it, but it almost feels and looks like a candle, but it clearly isn't. And you know, it's got the little light on it. But I never bought one last year, and here it is. It found me. All right, and last but certainly not least, I'm pretty excited about this one. I found a wreath. Now, I'm not a big fan of the flower situation going on here, just not my vibe. They also look very, very fake to me. So I thought we could do a DIY on this for fall, or come fall. Not quite ready for this yet, but come fall we could do a little DIY on this together maybe. And take out like the flowers and maybe add in some some dried florals or, you know, dried grasses and stuff like that, and sort of just fall it up. But yeah, I just thought this was such a good silhouette, and I like the twiggy ones, the like more natural twiggy ones. So I thought this would be perfect. So really excited about that. Let me know if you have any thoughts for DIYing that. If you have any thoughts, I am open to any ideas. But yeah, all of that, everything that I got at the Goodwill outlet all together was $5. It was actually less, but I always tend to like just do the roundup at Goodwill, and so $5 for all those books, the little pumpkin, the beret, the wreath. I mean, I feel like at a regular Goodwill, just the wreath would be $5. So really good deal in my opinion, super excited. So, but that is everything. Dutch is already dead asleep. I've only been talking for like 5 minutes and she is already tongue hanging out, dead asleep. So we're gonna wrap up since she clearly needs her nap and we are infringing on that. This week is finally, the weather is breaking. It's no longer going to be 100 degrees outside. It's going to be in the 80s, so I will finally be able to get back to some serious stucco work on our house, and I think I will be vlogging that. So definitely, you know, follow along if you want to see more of that. And then I also am planning to start thinking about some fall goodies, even though I know we've still got a little bit of time. I love summer, don't get me wrong, but fall is so much fun. So anyway, if you are interested in all that, you know, feel free to follow along. I hope you are having a lovely day, and I will see you next time.